So here we go. I will tell you directly the source, no fluff, everything is like direct delivery and you will get here the most out of it. I want to show you how actually to record your vocals. Very simple, it's a very simple way, and we are using here FL Studio. So right away I will start with the very first thing, yeah. The very first thing is, of course, when you want to record, get some room treatment. That's the very first step. So in that room where you are actually currently are, or where you want to record yourself, you need, of course, room treatment. So for example, how you can treat your room, you can put something like on your walls so it will reflect like the reverb and so on. Or when you're recording, you can record yourself under a blanket. It would also work fine. There are a lot of ways to treat actually a room, but this course is actually about how to record yourself, so I don't want to waste your time with how to treat a room. Now the next thing is, which you need to have in mind, is place yourself around 50 centimeters away from your mic while you're recording yourself. So you are not too near to the mic, you're not too far away from it. It's a very good number. The next thing which you know is the right equipment. What is the best equipment? I would say, of course, at least you need a good microphone. I would suggest you get a condenser microphone. Then I would suggest you get some closed headphones. Means when you are recording yourself that the sound is not going out of the headphones, so you're not recording your sound with it. So get some closed headphones and then get an audio interface. So basically the thing where you're recording everything into it. And to connect everything, you need some XLR cable. Don't worry, I created for you a checklist. Right down below, you can download it literally, and there you can see what you actually needing to start your recording process. The next thing which I need to show you is here right direct in FL Studio. It's about the audio setting. So basically when you're connected everything, you need to choose here above settings, then audio settings. You need to choose the right device. So when you are recording yourself, you need to choose, for example, when you are having a USB mic, you can choose FL Studio SEO. When you have some other mic, you can choose, for example, SEO for all. And in my case, I'm most of the time using Focusrite USB SEO because Focusrite is my audio interface. So I record everything right into it. The next thing is we need actually a beat to record over it. So let me choose a beat. So here I'm having a beat. I drag and drop it right into the playlist. That's the beat. The first thing which you need to do is to detect the BPM of this beat. For this purpose, you're clicking here on this beat, then you're going to detect tempo. Most of the time the tempo is between 75 and 100 BPM, but sometimes it's lower or even faster, but normally it's in this range. Now it says 142 BPM, we're clicking on yes. What does that mean? So the BPM is set. It's set, so the beat is right on the grid. You can see it starts here on the grid on the new bar. Yeah, so everything is aligned. Why is this important? That's a very important step because later on when you are creating your vocal chain and when you are adding your delay, the delay is dependent on the BPM. So when the delay slaps, it's like you can set the delay up manually, or you can set up the delay automatically here in FL Studio by the BPM. So when you are setting up the BPM right away correctly, like I did here before, then you are good to go for the future when you are, for example, editing or recording your vocals. Next thing which you need to do is to route everything. So we're going right away in the mixer channel. Then we are routing our beat to the first track, for example. So clicking on the beat, track 1. So this beat is routed here to this track. The next thing which you need to do in routing. So this is just for the understanding, so you understand everything properly from scratch. But you need to know I have also a template for you down below, so everything is there set up for you right away and you can start with it. And the template is even better than everything what I'm showing you right now. But I would suggest you to be here with me and to check out here just the basics so you can understand it, how to set up it properly right away. Because maybe you want to have the template a little bit differently, so you can set it up like you want, yeah? So it's everything, you can personalize everything however you like. So again, we are setting up the beat. Here, mixer track number 1. Here's the beat. Next track should be the record track. So I call it record track. Yeah. We are disabling this record track from the master and connecting this track here to the third mixer track. Why? Because when we are recording everything, we want to record our vocals in raw. Means when we are recording our vocals, they are staying raw, so we can later on edit it better in the mixing process. Yeah. But when we are recording it, it has of course the vocal effects on it. So basically you can hear how your vocals are sounding with the vocal effects, but everything was recorded in raw. That means you can later on adjust the vocal effects however you like without changing the raw files. So that's also very important. Just record here in raw. Then you can choose here your mic. Your mic is normally, from my perspective, the mic is number 1. So when I'm clicking here in number 1, you can hear me double. Hello, 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 hello. You can see the mic is on. I will just mute this one here. You can see my vocals are still here in this mixer track. So when we are recording it here, you can see we are clicking here on record. So it's recording here into it. Then into number 1. And it goes from here into the third track. And in the third track we can put in our vocal effects. For this example, I'm choosing a vocal preset from me, for example. So Fago vocal preset. I'm inserting it here. So it's inserted and you can hear how it sounds. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. You can hear me. You can hear me with the effects on, yeah. So we're having the beat set, then we're having the record channel set, and we're having the vocals, vocal effect. They're here, literally here. And yeah, I will later on show you also the template, how to use it, because it looks a little bit more different and it's even better than this. But this is basically the basic, yeah? The basic stuff which you need to know. So you're putting the beat into one mixer track, then the vocals, you're recording it on an empty track. You are disabling this track here from the master and enabling a second routing here to the vocal presets, and then you're inserting your vocal presets here, and then you can record yourself with the vocal presets directly on. But when you record yourself, the vocals staying always in raw, means you can change up later on, for example, the IQ or the compression or whatever you want up. That's the basic. And normally I would also suggest you, for the beat, just decrease the volume a little bit and also create a gap. Means when your vocals are very deep, make a small cut around about 1000 hertz about here, yeah, so your vocals are better fitting than into the beat, so you can record yourself and the vocals are fitting better into the beat right away. When you have higher vocals, so your voice is very high, then I would suggest you make the cut around like 6000 or 7000 hertz, yeah, around like here, and go like 3 to 4 dB down. That's it. So it's like a small gap. It's just for the recording purpose, just so you can hear yourself better in the beat and your vocals are directly fitting better into it. Yeah. Of course, down below in the description box, I created for you a template which you can download, and I will also show you this template right away. Just wait with me a little bit. And the next step, how to record actually yourself. So we're going to the recording process. Step 1, disable these things here above, because we don't need this. This one is the metronome. It makes click, clack, clack. Yeah, so for example like this. So we don't needing this thing here, only if you need it. But normally I think it's very disturbing having it on the whole time when you are re-recording yourself. Then we're having here this 3, 2, 1 thing. I really don't like this one because it also distracts you a lot. For example, you want to record yourself here, then re-record yourself here, and it always goes like 1, 2, 3. And to disable this clicking, you just disable this. About the whole recording process, again, it was very simple. So basically, you are clicking here on the mixer track, here on record, choosing the right mic, clicking here on record, then you're clicking here above on this red dot, then on audio into the playlist as an audio clip, and you're good to go. Yeah. So you basically recorded here yourself. Yeah. So what else you need to know about presets is whenever you have a preset, you have most of the time something like Autotune. Means you have some paid version of Autotune or some free version of Autotune. I like to use the free version of Autotune called G-Snap. It looks like this. And normally when you're having like Autotune, you need to set the right key. So for example, our beat is in the key G major. Yeah. So we need to click on our Autotune, select the right key, G major, click on OK, and then it's selected. When you want to have a hard Autotune effect, you're clicking here on Snappy. So Snappy to C, selecting the right key, and you're good to go. When you want to have a subtle, a very little Autotune, clicking on subtle. So for example, yeah. So imagine this is like our track. We created like everything like this. So this is our vocals which we recorded over this beat. And now we want to export everything. So we're exporting it like the full track. So it means, okay, we are finished. That's our full mix and we are very confident with everything here, and we want to have this one, for example, on SoundCloud or on Spotify. Then we are saying, okay, export it as a WAV file. Then you're choosing the location, naming it like, for example, song number 1 or something. Then you're clicking on save. Then this one here appears and you need to put on everything like you can see it here for the highest quality possible. Means full song, cut remains, wave, 24-bit, stereo, 512 points here. Then enable everything which you can see here. And then you click on start and it will export your full track. Now, when you want to export all the trackouts for your engineer, you can export the trackouts just simply by clicking this one, split mixer tracks. That means it will not compile everything to one WAV file, but it will actually create a WAV file for every track here. So for the beat, then for this one, then for this one, then for this one. Yeah. So you will have then here like 4 WAV files for everything. And when you want to create the trackouts actually without the effects on, so your vocal effects are away and they are raw, so your engineer can actually do everything and all the work, then you can just go into your settings, click here on this thing, then it will disable all the vocal effects over your vocals. You can also click here on disable. Here, disable. So it will disable all the effects over the beat. So this is the template. basically what you are getting with this template is you're having an input for your instrumental, you're having an input for your recording, so basically it's everything set for you. Then the recording is going into main. Main means the main vocals. And when you then want to record yourself, for example, for the backings, it goes into the backings. And then at the end, you are getting some of my vocal effects for the whole basics here. So I'm putting on some effects just for demonstration. So all your vocals are will be recorded raw. They're going here into this channels here, and then they are going into the vocal presets, and you can hear yourself with the vocal presets on, or like for the backing. Now I want to show you why this one is very, very fun. Why this template is so much fun. So let me demonstrate it to you right away. I'm choosing a beat, so like beat from 4. Inserting this one to instrumental. Then you will be noticed, or you will be noticed that it's assigned to track number 1. When we are moving the instrumental down, it will be assigned to track number 2. When we are moving the instrumental down to here, it will be assigned to track number 3. It's literally like in very professional audio DIYs, so DAWs, means like Pro Tools or something like this, yeah, where you can basically drag and drop everything wherever you like, and it will be assigned to the right channels. So means when we putting the instrumental like above here, it's in the instrumental section, means it's right here. So about the instrumental, you know, when you're having a very high vocal, I just created you here a high cut, yeah, simple here like a gap, just need to enable it. When you're having lower vocals, you just enable this. So then your vocals will fit better into the... I just created this for you. So then I have a soft clipper just so the beat doesn't clip. I would also recommend you then to adjust the volume of the beat a little bit so it's quieter and you can hear yourself better. For example, like this. So the next thing, this is very, very cool. We want to record ourselves. So I would suggest you go on the vocal presets. Then I would suggest you get some Autotune. For example, making one like snappy on C, adjusting it to the G major scale, like the beat. Yeah. Then we are going to the beat, clicking here, taking the tempos and adjusting it so the BPM is set correctly. Must be 142. Yes. Now we're having the beat set up. Yeah. Now we're going to our recording, clicking here on record. Yeah. And in FL Studio 20.9 we're having like the feature that you can see that you're having these buttons here. So for example here, and then you can click here, for example, record, and it will record directly here into it. So you don't need to do it here. You can also do it here right now. Then when we are done with this, we're clicking on record, then audio into playlist as an audio clip. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Yeah. So I just recorded here myself, yeah. For example, this is my main vocal, yeah. And I be saying, okay, this is my main vocal. I just drag and drop this one then to number to here right below, and it will be adjusted to number 3. So every time when you're recording into track number 2, so the red one. And then when you are saying, okay, I like, for example, this part here, then you drag and dropping it right down below wherever it belongs. Then it will adjust the effects so it will be sound like the main vocals. When you're putting, for example, this one here into the back, for example, like the backings, it will be adjusted so it sounds like the back vocal. So here on the back vocals we're having like a radio effect. So for example, I'm creating a few tracks here and you will hear then the difference. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Dribbling, 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 dribbling. Yeah, yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Dribbling, 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 dribbling. Oh.
So you can see how everything is connected here. Yeah, basically you're recording yourself on the red track, then you can drag and drop everything where it belongs and it will be adjusted to the right effect. So when you want to have your backings here, you can just say, okay, this one will be my backing, this one here will be my main, and however you like. And that's how you can make the full song very fast. Yeah. So basically what I did is I created here a project where I'm singing like So Fago. I just wanted to show you that you don't need to be like an epic singer or something. It's always better to know how to sing. It's always better to know where the notes are and so on. But for recording like rap songs or other songs, you don't need to be like a very, very talented singer. You can actually say some words and so on, and the effects will make the job when you are doing it right. Yeah, so you just need a little bit practice and you can hear what I mean actually. So basically these are the vocals which I created or recorded rawly. This is raw. I'm trying rack up and skirting a Tesla. Baby on my dick, she said, Fago, you next up. But when we are putting on our vocal effects, and this is basically like I drag and dropped here, for example, here the ad-libs into this. Now we're having here the ad-libs, here are the main. Everything is going here in, and I'm enabling the vocal effects. Everything will sound like this. I'm trying rack up and skirting a Tesla. Baby on my dick, she said, Fago, you next up. Yeah, sounds so much better. Yeah, basically like the So Fago song Knock Knock. Overall, we are having a lot of vocal effects, like a lot of with stock plugins only, so you don't need third plugin party. Means you don't need like, I don't know, Waves or Autotune Antares or something.
And we're having like here 6ix9ine, Da Baby, Juice WRLD, Can, Lil Baby, Lil Peep, Lil Uzi Vert, Rondo Rondo, So Fago, SSG Cope, Summers, Travis Scott, Yeet, JFN, Lucy, Young Fuck.
Yeah, we're having all these vocal presets according to their songs. Yeah, so actually you can find them on the site. And then we're having also like Antares Waves plugin presets, which we created everything for our artists. So they're asking us especially for these vocal presets, so they're sounding like these artists. For example, UFO 361 40k or UFO 361 Pass auf, wen du liebst. Yeet, the newest style of Yeet. Yes. Young Horn, Brille auf, his song Fake or his song Gift. So these are also like on our website, and you can also find like a music video, so you can hear how the vocal effects are actually sounding on the artist. And we have created actually everything so it sounds like this. Yeah, that is what I also wanted to show you. You don't need like to be very professional with your vocal recordings. I mean, look how I'm sounding without the effects. I'm trying rack up and skirting a Tesla. Baby on my dick, she said, Fago, you next up. Yeah, when I'm putting everything on. I'm trying rack up and skirting a Tesla. Baby on my dick, she said, Fago, you next up. Yeah, I think that's it with the whole video. You can find everything down below. So in the description box, you can find an equipment list. Then you can find also the template which I promised you, so template which you've seen before, and this template has also of course some vocal effects on it, so you can test yourself out. And when you need an update for your vocal effects, you can simply check out our website. We're having there a lot of vocal presets with stock plugins only, so you don't need anything else. And when you have paid plugins, so you want to go to the very next level, you can check out our vocal presets with the Antares and Wave plugins. All are included on our website, so you can find it there. I hope you learned in this video how you can record yourself very quickly. I split it here, the source, just directly everything for you. So I don't think that you need a second tutorial or something else. Just do the basics, use our template, use our presets, and you are good to go. You can literally make a hit. I would say thanks for watching, thanks for your time, and I see you in the next video. Thank you, bye bye.